Good morning and welcome to the Making the Cut edition of the third round of the 2023 Pro National Golf Tour. My name's Mike, and I'm going to be here finding out which golfers make the cut to get to day 4 in our 2023 fictional season to play at TPC Colorado for week 3. We've already done our randomization to figure out which golfers accepted the cut or the invitation. This is a mid-tier event, so every golfer, whether it's a level 1 golfer or a level 6 golfer, has a 60% chance of accepting the invitation. Interestingly enough, last week's winner, Yunli Song, accepted the invitation. Su Cheng Tien accepted the invitation. Trent McAdams accepted the invitation. So we've got a couple of big hitters that did decide to come and golf with us in Colorado this week. There are some, or attempt to at least, there are some names that didn't come along though. Aline Zelderloo, after his meltdown last week, did not come along. Shinji Kanishi decided that he needed a break, so he's not going to be planning on participating this week. Trying to think, who were some of the other heavy hitters that did not accept the invite to the Summit Championship? Let's see. We know Greg Millwood is still out and injured. Rance Aberley decided to not come and play this week. Let's see. There seem to be the big names that decided not to come. There's some 2-tier golfers that also didn't come. Here we go. Dustin Emmerich, who we've not heard much from at all through the first 2 weeks, but who knows? Maybe he's dealing with something. I've already got this broken up here. Oh, I put too much stuff in my dice tower, not thinking. We've already got our morning and our afternoon groups broken up here. So we're just going to cut right to the chase after I get my chips all out of the way. All right. So we are going to use black and gray. And here we go. This is our morning group. We are rolling to find out who gets through the first 2 rounds into our tournament. We got ourselves a 45 draw 1 golfer. And then the top 4 remaining. So Chico Fonseca, 1C, is coming along. And the top 4 remaining golfers. Let's see. All right. So William Gould is out. We've got Kenji Morita, Kevin Percival, Grill Ganbury, and Joey Mignini coming from this group. Arthur Byrne also finds himself out. Not making the cut. 15. Draw 4 golfers and then the top remaining golfer. Ooh, this is fun. 1 golfer, Shane Sterling. 2 golfer, Ozzy Valenti. 3 golfer, Abel Murillo. And 4 golfer, Chong Soon No, a 6C. And we're looking at our top remaining golfer in this group. There's going to be a tie, so they both come along on this day. Larry Bennett is out, but Sheridan Cook Jr. and Nirendra Parikh Nirendra Parikh are coming. Group 3. It's a 12. Draw 1 golfer and the top golfer. Ooh, this is 1 drawn golfer, Yanni Nijima, and top remaining golfer. This is Boyd Yeager. There's a 3B. He's coming. I realize my dice tower is not all fitting. 25. Draw 3 and then the top 2. Or draw 3. Ernie McCown, Ashton West, and Eddie Sykes all come along. They've made the cut into round 3. And our top 2 remaining golfers, who do we got in this group? Top 2 remaining. Nice and easy on this one. Logan Smith, Bima Panda, and Tord Thorson are out. Coming along, Goro Morisaki, who made a push last week towards the end. He kind of fell off, but he did show up around the 15th hole. And Heath Summers are golfing with us. What do we got under here? 24. Draw 2 and top 2. Draw 1. Boom. It is Gary Zikowski. And our other draw golfer, Carson Rodell. Both 3As are golfing. And our top 2 remaining golfers. All right. Martin Van Geek, who was a contender in week 1. And Dave Simanowitz Jr. One of the 2 Simanowitz brothers is coming. 54. Nope, I read it the wrong way. 45. Draw 1 and then the top 4 remaining. Our 1 draw golfer is a 6A Blake Sweeney. And our 4 remaining are going to be Steve Foshi is out. And golfing into game week 3 or round 3, Enrique Magallanes, Gareth Leonard, Craig Angelo, and Jay Laufenberg. $35. Draw 2 and then the top 3. Reno Travato and Peter Lattis. And top 3 remaining. All right, Stuart Ashe is out. Coming along, the other of the Simanowitz brothers, Marcus, Brandon LaSalle, and Myung Cho. All golfing this week. 56. Draw 1 and the top 5 remaining. Our draw 1 is Dallas Downs. And our top 5. All right, we got Logan Campbell. He's definitely coming. Actually, no, 1 guy is out. And no, they're not, because actually our bottom golfers, Adrian Rogers and Camilo Vera, both are 5As, so everyone's coming. Burke Yielding, Will Janis, Connor Messick, Logan Campbell. That does it for the morning group. Let's take our afternoon here and split them up. And we'll all split them up again. And split them up again. Well, that one group there on the end looks tiny. So we're going to steal some golfers from another one of these groups. There we go. Good enough. No, we're going to add 1 to this group. Okay. Feels good enough. Here we go. Afternoon. 13. Draw 2 and the top. Oh, we draw 2. Tom Stevens and Brecky Christensen, a 6C. On a 13, and it's the top remaining. So who's our top remaining? Ha! Well, amazingly enough, the top remaining in this group is a 4B, and there's 4 of them. So they all come along. Clive Kenny is out. Wow. That was interesting. a 55 top 5 golfers. Top 5. So we are looking at all 4s except for Matthew Higgins, who's a 4C, and he's out. But Elliott Strong, Andy Jansen, Wyatt Sells, Kinji TPN, and Kenny Service all coming along. 15. Draw 4, and then the top remaining. 1. Patrick Kieran. 2. Fabio Antonucci. 3. Angus Ingram. 4. Raoul Langley. All on a 15. Yep. And then the top remaining golfer in this group is Ben Mueller. Ben Mueller. He's coming. Ryan Brodus and Remy Watanabe did not make the cut. $26. Draw 4 and then the top 2 remaining. Draw 1. Lonzo DeLucci. Draw 2. There's our Trent McAdams. Draw 3. Augie Cameraman. Draw 4. Aiden Baru. And then the top 2 remaining. Who else is in this group? Everyone's coming. It's a 4A and 2 4Bs. John Reasoner, Jurgen Bierman, and Jim Visotky. They all make the cut. 13. Draw 2 and the top remaining. 1 is Yi Chen. 2. This is a small stack. There's only 4 cards in it. Obviously, my guess at whether they were balanced or not did not make sense. Adam Barbato is out. Denis Batu, we heard a lot from him, for at least for a little while. Didn't have the steam towards the end of the Oceanic Open, but he was competitive for a while. 2 golfers in the top 3 remaining. Well, there's only 4 golfers in this group. I did a really good job of sorting. There are way more here, so we're going to split this group even. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to split that. Good enough. I'm going to shuffle this up. I did a really good job of balancing it. I should just draw them one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 2 and then the top 3. Yes. Draw 1. Aaron Backus. Draw 2. Philip Owen. Draw 3. Dokutai Takagaki. Big fan of Takagaki. Top 3. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, Takagaki. You may not make it. It's a 35, so it's draw 2 and then the top 3 remaining. Oh, boy. Top 3 remaining. We've got Yunli Song, Su Cheng Tien, and then actually, all of them are going to make it. Takagaki, Gooch Wilborg, and Adrian Hyde, all 4Cs. And they get to make the cut. Even after me balancing everything out there, they all got to make the cut. 34. Draw 1 outstanding golfer, and then the top 3 remaining golfers. Our outstanding golfer is Trevor Noon. And our top 3 remaining are going to be Julian Westermark, Ernest Kumalo, and Patrick Eaton. Shinji Honda, Valentin Galbert, and Ray Tuminello fail to make it to Saturday. And our final group, nice and small group, now that I split it in half, is a 14. Draw 3, and the top remaining golfer is an outstanding golfer. We got 2 outstanding golfers in this one. Draw 3, and the top remaining is outstanding. 1, Smokey Novak. 2, Tom Sudbury. And 3, Max Winter. The top remaining golfer that is outstanding is Tyler Gentry, A 5A. Charles Thompson and Rasmus Skarup do not make the cut. There we go. So these cards all get shuffled. We're going to do the same thing, except this time I'm going to balance them out equally. But we're going to make this into 7 stacks. Tyler Gentry is going to be our 8th stack, along with Trevor Noon. So we're going to leave them up there, just so I don't accidentally combine them. 1. I'm excited to see how a mid-tier tournament plays out. So far, we've had a top tier, and in that week, I had every one of my golfers attempt to make that cut. Or no, everyone accepted the invitation, because we're going to pretend that this was a brand new league, and they had never golfed before, and everyone wanted an opportunity to make the cut. That's the story I'm going with, and I'm sticking to it. But since then, some guys have gotten hurt. I feel like I've lost track of where I've been putting tickets. So far, I'm not so great at doing multiple things at once. Sure, looks great. And then these guys here are my last group. There we go. We're going to give each of these a shuffle as we go. All right, here we go. We got our grade charts. We got our 2 dice. We're going to complete the 3rd round, find out what exactly happens here. And then over here, I do actually have my notebook. We're going to keep track of who gets special things. And see if we get to bring maybe Greg Millwood comes back from injury. I don't know. We'll find out. Here we go. It's a 12. Top golfer contends with an A+. Everyone else finishes with a B-. So it didn't even matter how much I shuffled. Our top golfer in this first group, would you believe it? I bet you would, is Trent McAdams. He is our A+ golfer. Everyone else gets a B-. Finishes with a B-. 55. All golfers contend with a B. So let's see who's in this group. Anybody interesting? Gareth Leonard, Chico Fonseca, but all these guys are going to be finishing or contending with a B. 15. Draw golfer contends and gets a mark with an A. Top golfer contends with an A-. Everyone else finishes C-. Here we go. Draw golfer is an A. Carson Rodell. We're going to put a chip here because he gets to do his special thing where he gets, the language is golfer issues and perks for tourney day. And then on the 15, top golfer contends with an A-. Our top golfer in this group is going to be a pair of them, and we're going to find out what ends up happening with them. It is going to be between Ernest Kumalo and Gary Dizkowski. Everyone else finishes with a C-. Sorry, everyone else. And I believe, of course, I put away my rule book. See, I thought I had everything great here. I believe you roll to determine whether or not they are a... My box here has gotten so heavy from all of the courses that I've printed. Ugh. The bullet means they get their placement. No bullet means they get a B+, period. So Gary, we're rolling for you. Gary gets no bullet, so he gets a B+. Ernest Kumalo gets a B+. So both those guys are B+. Rather than A-. Sorry, dudes. Next group. It's a 16. Draw golfer contends with an A-. Top golfer an A. Everyone else finishes D+. All right, here we go. Here's our draw golfer A-. Ozzy Valenti, and he gets himself a token. Top golfer, it's an A. Who's our top golfer? Top golfer is... We got another roll-off between two C's. Yep. Everyone else finishes with a D+. So Dennis Berthoud gets a D+ this time around. Not that he's a special golfer, but it's just funny. He was one that did contend. Martin Van Geek gets a B+. Mi Young Cho gets a B+. $24. Top golfer contends with a marker and A. Everyone else finishes C+. So far, we've got a 3B. There's our 2A. Is that our top golfer? Looks to be. Logan Campbell is our top golfer with an A. He's going to get a marker. And everyone else finishes C+. 24. Top golfer and a C+. Our top golfer in this group. Oh, we know who that is. Su Cheng Tien shows up for another week of golf. Everybody else is out. DeLucci. Both Simanowicz brothers have mediocre showings. Last week's winner, Yoon Lee Seong. I can't say his name right. Yoon Lee Song. Everyone's out with a C+. Su Cheng also gets himself a chip. 34. Top golfer contends with an A-. Low golf. Well, let's get the top golfer first. We've got 3B. Is he our top golfer so far? Oh, he is. Boyd Yeager. Boyd Yeager is an A minus. Low golfer gets a D minus. Is that you, Eddie Sykes? It is. Eddie Sykes is a D minus. And everyone else contends with a B plus. Kieran, Cook, whole bunch of whole bunch of And our final group is a 66. And why is this group so small? Oh, it's our outstanding golfers. That's right. Our outstanding golfers. Top golfer contends with a B plus. Trevor Noon. Low golfer finishes with a D minus. Tyler Gentry's final day, he imploded. Everything fell apart. He had himself an outstanding first round, and nothing went awesome. So, we got a roll for tournament day things. But it does look like we're going to have a relatively small field of contenders this time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've only got 6 pairings that feel like they're going to fit here. Let's see. Is there anybody here in the B plus that feels like they should be contending? Anybody awesome? Is there enough here to justify at least one pairing? Any 2s in here? Yeah, we got 2 2Cs. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to at least give ourselves one more pairing of golfers. Let's see, 3 Cs. These are all 4s. These guys are all B plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, we're just going to go with the 8 pairs. I'm going to bring in the 2s. These guys are going to be special considerations so that we've at least got some competition here for this tournament. Since it seems like everybody else was like really mediocre. Well, not mediocre, but a bunch of bad golfers. But all right, let us roll. 4. Perks. Carson Rodell, you are first, sir. Black die determines category. It's a 1-5. Extra control. Carson Rodell gets extra control for the round. And it's a bullet. It is till further notice. Till further notice. Logan Campbell with a 16. Caddy conflict, no blue chips. Campbell gets nothing. No blue chips this round. He and his caddy are battling it out. Sucheng Tien. 52. He gains a choice quality. He gains a choice quality? That feels like a lot. He's going to be a bomber. We're going to make Tien a bomber. And we have to decide whether it's till further notice or not. It is till further notice. Wild. It's a 56. Lose choice semi-quality. Who is this one? Ozzy Valenti loses a choice semi-quality. He's going to lose Workman. He loses Workman. All right, so there's going to be our competing field. Trent McAdams, Carson Rodell, Logan Campbell, Su Cheng Tien, Ozzy Valenti, Boyd Yeager, Martin Van Geek, and Myung Cho are going to be the guys that you're going to see on the final day. There's a bunch of guys here that could make a push. But feel free to join us back for day 4 of the Summit Championship of the 2023 Pro National Golf Tour. My name has been Mike. Feel free to like, subscribe, or just stick around to see what happens because it's sure to be a barn burner. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.